What's going on, guys? Delta Dude 47 here, coming back at you. So recently there's been a lot of stuff going on in the DC universe, so I thought let's kind of dive into it and sift through all the shit that's going on. Alright, so it's no secret that the James Gunn and Pete Safran shakeup at DC has been just wreaking havoc. There's the fire that is the Snyderverse that keeps burning and burning and burning, and gas keeps getting tossed onto it. We don't know who is going to stay and who is going to go when the continuity is ultimately reset with The Flash. We have a whole slew of movies that have come out and a whole slew of movies that are going to come out before and after this reset happens. Where do we stand? What the heck is going on? Who is fighting? Let's make some sense of it. And before we get started, guys, please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Please help me get my name around out there. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. Here we go. Enjoy. Okay, so the first target on my list, this fucking guy, okay? The Rock. Now let's do our little Black Adam review here, okay? So essentially, here's what I think. You know what? After, sitting on it for a little bit and thinking about it, mid. It was mid. When I posted my review on Facebook for all my friends, I said, literally, I'm not even kidding, it is literally explosions, guns, and action-packed for the entire fucking time. Like, it's literally, there's like 5 minutes where it's like kind of slow, and then boom, it's like nuts again. But here's the thing that went wrong. The Rock tried to take DC as a whole and build it around himself. Of course, he brought back our beloved Superman. You guys all remember seeing my video about me flipping the fuck out. Then he passed off, serving the fans with going over the studio executives' heads and bringing back Henry Cavill as Superman. You know what? Awesome, dude. Awesome. That was great. But they canned it. He's out. He's done. Ben Affleck, he's out. He's done. And I was the first person to say this. I said, if The Rock fails at this, I will be the first person to point and say, ha, 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 ha. I'm pretty sure the movie broke even. Every time someone questions him at a red carpet event about Black Adam and him jumping the gun with bringing back Henry Cavill, I remember I saw a video. He's like,
Henry Cavill.
Okay, wait, here it is.
Brought him back, but now they're saying he's not playing Superman. What do you say to that?
Case in point. Like, honestly, like Hawkman, Dr. Fate, the Atom Smasher, fucking sick. Love that. But let's take a look at this now. Black Adam is honestly one of the most violent and ruthless villains of all time. This guy took him and made him into an anti-hero because, oh, God forbid, Mr. Rock, big full of himself ego motherfucker, plays a bad guy. Holy shit. And there was one moment in the beginning where I was like, oh my God, he's literally going to be fucking horrifying and ruthless, like he's supposed to be. Here, let's watch this now.
Let me see your hands.
This is Black Adam. This is Black Adam right here. He literally just fucking fried this man in his fucking hands. That's Black Adam. Now let's watch this. Oh, this is where he's getting ready to climax and fucking blow his load all over himself because he's so cool. Here we go. Watch this. There it is. Oh, wait. Here's the worst part.
Tell him the man in black sent you.
Nope. I'm done. Black Adam does not fucking care about a fucking catchphrase. He wants to fucking kill people to get to fucking Billy Batson, a.k.a. Shazam. The chosen champion, and he was originally the chosen champion. Now he wants to destroy the other one that the Wizard chose. That did it for me. I mean, it's mid, and that's just so fucking stupid. How could you change a villain like that? I don't know. And he literally said, oh, stay till the end, and then he was sharing videos of people screaming at the end for frickin' Henry Cavill, literally not even him. And let's talk about that next, because now there's beef between him and Mr. Zach Levi here. Boom. Okay. So now we're talking about Shazam! Fury of the Gods. So now Zach Levi right here, front and center, he literally came out and he tweeted that Dwayne Johnson straight up said, no, fuck you. I'm not going to cameo in your movie, and no, you're not going to cameo in my movie. Mr. Rock has been quiet. Anyways, let's talk about this now. So I thought it was good, but it was mid. Okay, it was made to be true. Multiple parts were absolutely fucking hilarious. Dave Sandberg is a great director and filmmaker. I loved all of it. But I left the theater saying, yeah, that was cool, but it wasn't like mind-blowing like, Zack Snyder's Justice League or like The Flash is going to be. I'm hoping at least. So go see it. It's cool. Moving on to The Flash, very cool concept art, love that shit. Okay, so it's no secret, like I said, that James Gunn and Pete Safran are now heading the whole DC Studios thing. So it's gonna get very interesting. We're talking about like kind of soft reboot / full reboot, and this film right here is gonna do it all. You've seen my Flash reaction video for the trailer. If you haven't, you could watch that on my channel. So what they're doing now is they're basing it upon Flashpoint, which is an event that happened back in 2011 that kind of DC said, that's it, we're going to cancel all the previous books, and we're going to reset the continuity, and then we're going to move forward with all new storylines and stay organized, and like then people won't really get confused anymore. And it was glorious. I fucking loved it. It was like one of my favorite series, the New 52. Again, that's what literally hooked me on DC Comics, was the Flashpoint Paradox. Going forward, I was all DC. So the last two movies we mentioned, Black Adam and Shazam! Fury of the Gods, we don't really know where that's going to fit, because now, moving forward, this movie's going to reset everything. Oh, at least we think. And the weird part is, we still have 2 movies coming out right after The Flash. But before I get to those, let's talk about our next topic here. James Gunn, okay? Basically everything from Man of Steel all the way to Shazam. So basically, notably, like Black Adam and Shazam, we don't know where they're going to fit in James Gunn's master plan here. Obviously we know he's gonna keep all the Suicide Squad characters and Peacemaker. Fucking hilarious show, definitely recommend it. Apparently he said he's keeping Wonder Woman. Apparently he said he's gonna work with Black Adam at some point in a later chapter. We literally don't fucking know. Like, everything's just so up in the air, and I honestly don't know what to believe. So now, to add fuel to the everlasting Snyderverse fire, Zack Snyder drops this cryptic dark side thing on his Twitter, and basically says, oh, there's something coming in April. You know what? I really didn't think anything of it. Because I was like, oh, it's just going to be SnyderCon. He's going to show, like, Man of Steel, BVS, and Zack Snyder's Justice League back to back. And it ended up being right. He literally he put up a poster, and, he's having, like, his big, get-together screening in Los Angeles. Tickets literally sold out in 10 minutes. Not surprised, because he's a fucking genius. But the one notable thing here is that this is how the Snyder Cut came to be. He literally went on. So when SnyderCon was on, like his little Q&A was on Zoom, all of a sudden Henry Cavill pops up in the little window, and he says, "Yeah, we're doing it. It's coming out in March of next year. Get ready. HBO Max only." So now people are under the impression that Zack Snyder's and Warner Brothers are going to sell his continuity to Netflix, and they're going to keep it going. That I honestly, I really don't see that happening. I don't really think they're going to like sell off that amount of IP to Netflix. Okay, like we've seen, like, the latest the Batman cartoon that they were going to have on HBO Max, that got sold to like Amazon, so they're gonna do the show, but they don't quite own it all. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think there's a really fat chance that this is gonna get sold to Netflix. It literally just doesn't make sense to me. So I am really interested to see what he has to announce. If anything, I think it's gonna be a comic book series where he literally gives us Justice League Part 2 and 3, and we could read it as opposed to see it. That'd be great. We can get a lot of closure from that. I think that would be pretty cool. But I digress. The Snyder maniacs are going to keep fighting for it, and you know what? I will stand with them. I'll fight for it too. But this time, we got the Snyder Cut made. I really don't think they're going to continue it. So after all the Snyderverse controversy and all the James Gunn, Pete Safran controversy, we have 2 movies coming out after The Flash. This good old one right here, I was actually really surprised that they were going to do this next. Blue Beetle. So for those of you who don't know, Blue Beetle was actually created back in the 30s, around the same time that Batman and Superman. And from, I think it was, actually, yeah, 39, all the way up until like 2006, there was 2 other guys that were Blue Beetle, before Jaime Reyes, of course. But this Blue Beetle we're talking about here became relevant in 2006, so kind of recent. But this is a notable Latin American hero who, honestly, fantastic books, fantastic character, great writing. When we talk about representation in superhero media and this kind of stuff, this is it, guys. I mean, honestly, Blue Beetle it's such a great, lovable, laughable, you know, heartwarming kind of story to it and book. And you know what? I'll say it. You know what? This is honestly our Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is our Miles Morales here at DC. Blue Beetle. You know, I've always loved, you know, every team up that Blue Beetle has had, whether it was in, you know, the cartoons like Brave and the Bold. He teams up with Batman a couple times. There's a couple Justice League films where we see him. Great, funny, well-written character. Love him. He's cool. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes? You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Oh, so he like works at a resort or something.
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Jaime.
They don't get out much. I just want to rap. Jenny?
Guard that with your life, but do not open it.
You went in to get us jobs, and all you brought back was a hamburger.
Ah, Big Belly Burger makes an appearance.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
The Scarab.
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
Jaime.
Is that George Lopez? What the hell?
What the?
Host acquired.
Who said that?
Okay, the suit's fucking sick. Yo, the suit's sick. Dude, look how good that looks. Oh my god.
Systems ready.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What is going on? I just want to rap.
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you
Dude,
want,
look at
and
like
sometimes it doesn't.
their suit. The DC suits have gotten so much better. Like even the Shazam suits were fucking killer.
The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
That low you feel for your family makes you weak.
I just want to rap.
I'm not too familiar with Blue Beetle's villains. I kind of forget.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
Oh, it is George Lopez.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Let's party.
Nice choice.
I just want to rap.
Yo. Dude, that, I mean, honestly, that looks pretty killer.
It's like Batman stuff.
Wait, were those the original suits? Wait, they thought we wouldn't see that. They have the 2 original Blue Beetle suits in the background there. Okay. Not bad. Alright, so we have a character who has not really been covered too much in the mainstream front and center, you know, part of DC. I think it looks like a good movie. I'm gonna go give it a shot. I'm gonna see it. Looks cool. Why not? But for some reason, I feel like because of that, I feel like the movie's just gonna be mid. Like at this point, where we are in superhero media, I feel like we're just trying to get this cookie cutter thing going, and then we try to reinvent the wheel and change tiny things to think that the audience won't notice, but they still do. I will say this looks pretty fresh, but again, I'm gonna hold my judgment until I do see it, of course. Moving on to our last one on the list for DC, last but not least, my dude, Jason Momoa in Aquaman. So basically, yeah, everybody knows that Amber Heard's a fucking bitch. Johnny Depp, I mean, he did some bad stuff. She did some bad stuff. That was a whole bunch of fucking shit. She really shouldn't be in the movie, yet she is. Originally, they were going to literally just cut her out completely and rewrite the movie. And there was so much reshooting done already, so, like, it's been very secretive, so I don't really know, exactly what's going on. A lot of us in the fan community don't really know what's going on. So then they come back like, a month or two ago saying, oh yeah, so Amber Heard's still in the movie and it's still gonna come out. We didn't cut her out. Apparently she's in it for like 10 minutes, but they cut her role back. She had a big role in the film, so then that just leaves a huge gap. So now the movie got bumped back a complete year from December 22 to December 23. I gotta say, fucking yikes. That means to me that this shit is teetering on the edge. I really don't know what to think. So I'm gonna warn all you guys, please hold your judgment with this one. This is like we don't even have a trailer yet. We had like some little clips of him in the new suit or whatever, but we literally don't have anything to go off of. And there's like a little over 8 months, 9 months or something till the film comes out. They still got a lot of work to do, but I mean, until I see a trailer, I really can't make any judgment. Now, of course, there are rumors that our beloved Emilia Clarke, our Khaleesi, hopefully she gets recast as Mira, and they just throw her right in, fucking give her red hair. We could just start GOT all over again, baby. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if we had Khal Drogo and the Khaleesi in different forms on screen again? I'd fucking love it. I'd pay billions of dollars to see it. I don't care. So yeah, all I can really say is let's hope they recast to fill those gaps back in, and let's hope it's Emilia Clarke. If it is, I think the movie will do well, because literally this movie was the first DC movie to like gross over $1 billion. Like, that's like nuts. About literally the most the most worthless character was the first DC film to gross over $1 billion. Imagine that. And after Aquaman is all said and done, that is pretty much it with, I guess, everyone connected to what was the Snyderverse. Now, there is a video of Jason Momoa freaking out over something. Everybody thinks that he's gonna be recast in James Gunn's DC and become Lobo, the space bounty hunter dude, if you aren't familiar. Let's take a look. So this is a clip from Man of Tomorrow.
Why are you here? Why are you here, Kryptonian?
I mean, that's him, all right. I mean, I think Jay can rock it, man.
4 years ago, I had the Jeep out front.
Yeah, this is his Instagram.
No,
yeah.
4 years ago, I was screaming, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Screaming when I left Warner Brothers. All right, everyone's in the meeting.
What does it mean?
Again, it's a mystery, baby. We got, I got some really good news. Great news with Warner Brothers. Amazing. Wish I could tell you, but here it is. Peter, I love you. James, I love you. David. Okay. Mwah. To the future, to the future.
I don't know what it means, guys. I mean, I think him as an actor will stay, but I don't know if they're going to keep him as Aquaman. He's had multiple interviews since then saying like, oh, I'm always going to be Aquaman, all this and that. But there's just a lot of speculation that he's going to be Lobo. I mean, I really don't know, but yeah, after Aquaman, we're going to see what the future holds. All right, let's take a look at the roadmap here. I'm going to kind of move my camera around a little bit here. So James Gunn announced all this shit. We got Superman Legacy, which is basically the reboot. Creature Commandos, which is, I guess, literally all the original, monsters like Frankenstein, Dracula, all that crap. I think I read the Creature Commandos like when I was really long ago, but I mean, that could be cool, I guess. Waller, obviously, about Amanda Waller. Booster Gold, for some reason I could see Chris Pratt getting cast as Booster Gold for some reason, because James and him are buddy from Guardians of the Galaxy, so who fucking knows. Brave and the Bold, finally we'll get to see a live action Batman and Robin again. It'll be Damian Wayne, but at least, I mean, still, I mean, it works. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, I think that's like an animated feature or something like that. Maybe even live action. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, again, we haven't had a Supergirl movie since that awful one from the 80s. And of course, the Supergirl show, which went super duper PC and ended up sucking like halfway through season 2. Swamp Thing, all for it. Never should have gotten canceled. The TV show was absolutely flipping awesome. I was super into that show when HBO Max first came out. I think that was like one of the first exclusives to come out. Lanterns, you know, the Green Lantern show was literally supposed to launch with HBO Max, but that never happened because it kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed, like basically every DC movie. And now they canned it. Now they brought it back. Now they're going to rewrite it and work it into their continuity. Great. I just hope they get it right. Green Lantern represent. Paradise Lost. I think this is going to be an animated feature. That's like a Wonder Woman prequel, like, you know, because Hollywood's on this fucking prequel bullshit kick because they can't fucking think of anything else. Just, oh, what happened before this? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, Paradise Lost, pre-Wonder Woman, the mascara, like the war for the Amazons against the men or whatever, how they became a woman-only island. I guess that could be interesting. I mean, I guess we'll see. Alright, guys, so that concludes our video. Obviously, a bunch of shit going on. It's literally nuts. But I will leave you guys with this. You know, we are so lucky that we get to argue over super cool shit like this. No matter the Marvels versus the DCs versus, you know, all the studio execs up here, the directors down here, people barking at each other, movies getting shifted to the right on the slate. I mean, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens. But at the end of the day, I fucking love to go to the movies. I love to see DC movies. I love to see Marvel movies. I love to see Star Wars. Anything pop culture. We gotta hand it to these guys. They're doing their best to make some crazy awesome movies for us. And we're gonna keep watching the shit out of them. So before we get going, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe, share. Help me get my name around out there. I really appreciate everyone for watching the video. In the coming weeks, we do have a lot more stuff coming. Again, my Metroid Prime Remaster playthrough is in the works. Also, my Resident Evil 4 remake playthrough is in the works, and we're probably going to end up doing another video just like this about Marvel next, because I can't leave Marvel out. I'm hoping to get the VR headset fired back up so we can jump into doing some VR stuff again. I know a lot of you guys like that, so please stay tuned. Until next time, this is Delta Dude 47 signing off. Have a good one, everyone.